Picture this. You're at the polls and ready to cast your ballot when the poll worker tells you that they can't find your registration. There's no need to panic if this happens to you. Thanks to Help America Vote Act passed in 2002, we have provisional ballots, which allow voters to cast a ballot even when there's issues at the polls. You may need to vote with a provisional ballot, also known as a challenge or affidavit ballot, if you meet any of the following criteria. Your name is not on the list of registered voters, you do not have the correct identification required by your state, you requested an absentee ballot but did not use it, your name or address has changed, but your registration info is not updated, if your eligibility or identity is being challenged by a poll worker or election official. Specific reasons vary by state, but needing to vote provisionally is generally due to an inability to identify or determine the eligibility of a voter. So what should you do if you're told that you need to vote with a provisional ballot? Well, it's important to note that provisional ballots aren't a bad thing, but it's also not a bad idea to double check if you're still able to vote with a standard ballot. Here's a few things to do before voting with a provisional ballot. Double check if you're at the correct polling place. Ask the poll worker to check the statewide voter registration system. And if they don't have access, you may want to call up your state or local election office. Call up the voter protection hotline at 1-866-OUR-VOTE or 1-866-687-8683 to explain the situation and get advice on whether you should vote provisionally or demand a standard ballot. If after doing those, you end up voting with a provisional ballot, the best thing to do is be proactive in proving your eligibility to vote. You can learn more on how to ensure your vote is counted and how to track your status of your ballot on our website. Remember, you have the right to cast your vote, even if your eligibility or identity is being challenged. Knowing that you have a right to a provisional ballot, even if issues come up at the poll, ensures that your voice will be heard one way or another. Stay tuned for more videos on your rights as a voter, and check out our Know Your Rights playlist to learn more. Happy voting!